Take 2. Assalamualaikum and hope you are doing fine during this pandemic period. I'm doing fine, by the way. Okay, a little backstory here. Since the MCO has started in the late of March, most of us are unable to go out, and most of the services provided have to stop their operation. And of course, due this and of course this is due to the government's order. Okay, till now, some of the services that are still unable to operate are barbershop and saloon. Thus, today I would like to present on the service of home-to-home barber in regard with the debate assessment that been given to us. Okay, in order to perform the service, I need to have a proper standard operating procedure (SOP) as the guideline because it will ensure the safety of my client and myself from exposed to COVID-19. Okay, among of the procedure are number one, check the client body temperature. It must be below 37.5 degrees C. And the temperature and their name must be recorded in a notebook. Okay, this is the standard procedure. This is the SOP for all of business. Okay, and of course, if my client have a higher body temperature than the limit, I will have to postpone my service for him. Okay, next is to wash or sanitize hand before and after cutting hair processes. This is implies for both for the client and myself. Next is number 3. Each of us, my client and myself, must wear a face mask and a plastic apron. Okay. Number 4, as for myself, I must wear an extra PPE, which is I must wear a face shield and even a rubber glove. Okay. Number 5 is the maximum time spent for each client is just 10 to 15 minutes only. We must limit the time we spend in others' house. As for number 6 is to avoid receive cash. Okay, use e-wallet instead. It is much safer in this pandemic time. Okay, but uh, the cash is still acceptable in case of my client doesn't have the apps for the e-wallet. Okay. Number 7 is the cutting process must be in an open space. Okay, not in a room, not in the bathroom, not in the living room, and not in the house. Okay, in an open area, of course outside the house. Okay, and for the last one is to sterilize each of the equipment after each use. Okay, that's all for the SOP. And so for with this SOP, I can minimize the virus outbreak and I can perform my service confidently, as my client and me stay protected. Okay, to the next point, which is the tool needed, obviously a scissor, a comb, shaver, uh, apron for the customer and myself. Okay, hairspray and hairbrush. Okay, all of this equipment as told in the SOP must be cleaned before and after the usage to avoid the culmination of the virus on the tool itself. Okay, next is the my service. The service provided within the range of 10 to 15 kilometer from my house. Okay, as my mean of my transportation is just by using motorcycle. That is why my range is not too far and not too close. So. Okay, as for the advertisement, okay, uh, I went home to home within my service range and put flyer in their mailbox. My next my next advertisement is to promote my service by using WhatsApp. But of course, the condition must be still in within my service range. Okay. Last but not least is the charge for my service is only 7 ringgit per head. Okay, in which most of it, of course, will go into my transportation fuel. I think the fee is quite affordable and reasonable as most of my equipment is only most of my equipments are one use only. That is the word, one use only, and I need to replace it for each of my client. Okay, I think that's all for me. Thank you for watching. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay home. Hashtag kita jaga kita. Okay, bye.